Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins again with you for some more Old World. It is June the 13th when I'm recording this, and yesterday we had an update and some really awesome improvements. I want to have a quick sneak peek through them and see how dramatically this affects our poorly designed empire. One of the biggest changes lately is they've been nerfing what I've done here, which is very good that they're doing that. Basically, the strategy was to just grab workers and build the crap out of the local terrain, putting no emphasis on building specialists. So, in this case, we are working on an elder, but that is for our training. As in, no miner here, no farmer here, and so on. So, if we look at the citizens count here, it's showing us the minus 48 coin, and that's maintenance, 48 maintenance cost, which is a red coin, which reduces your actual income from the city, and minus 24 food, as well as gaining 1.2 per year for orders. And another one starts up in 6 years. Citizens can be used to create specialists. That's what I've not been doing. So if we center click on the name Babylon here, we'll see that our income for Babylon is coming from a variety of different sources, and it's 130.2. However, 79.2 of that gets used up from the population, which is 13 population, interestingly enough, costing us 58 for maintenance, or 52 rather for maintenance. 36 extra maintenance cost because of our citizens being less than useful, i.e. sitting around on the dole. So 36 would mean that every citizen costs you 1 coin, normally, I guess, if I'm understanding that correctly. Population plus 52 for maintenance, huh? Okay, so it's costing us 3 extra per population. Not sure how that's going to work. Does a specialist have maintenance? Maybe, maybe not. But as we add specialists, this number should drop on our maintenance. So I'm wondering, I was looking at it, and I think this drops the number of citizens the moment we put them in here. But does it change our maintenance? Doesn't seem like it does. We started at 114 bucks in the hole. If we just go ahead and queue up until we have no more citizens left, it really doesn't matter what we're doing. This is just for sciencing, right? All the specialists all the time. Now we have 0 scientists available, so I don't think we can add anymore. There we go. It's showing no maintenance, no orders, no food costs. But I don't think that has adjusted, which these two numbers have not, and neither is this. So I guess it just pulls them out of there, doesn't show it on that tab anymore. We'll see. We'll check next turn to see if it's updated. The other thing that is a big deal is the enemy gets a little more competitive and uppity at you as you approach the winning conditions. Now, we have a grand old friendship with Persia here, a long-lasting player alliance. I am concerned that said player... there you go, minus 20 near. Oh, no, that's proximity to us, okay. Our state religion bothers them. They like being at war with our enemies. They also like a lengthy peace. We're giving them pearls. Leader's descendants, because we married the Persians. Attacked our enemy. That boosts it substantially. Oh, I see. So as you war against a mutual enemy, fights against them are going to improve your relation, and then it will deplete. So 14 years left, down to 3 years left. So we can assume that somewhere around 20 years that lasts for. And then they just deplete every year. So you see the whole list, they just drop. So in 3 years, we'll lose all of this set from that year's worth of effects. And then we'll lose a little more. So as time goes by, we will lose relations with them for being super friendly because we've been joining each other in combat. Now, on the other hand, our cities, our country, our nation is very, very close to winning. We only need 2 more points. If we get another legendary city, if we build another wonder, if we build a wonder and get a legendary city, that ends it. So we just need 2 points of any sort. How close are we to another city? hitting legendary. You are legendary. Carthage is legendary. They're about, in 2 years they hit legendary too. Does that give us more points? I'm not really sure. Well, Pyramses isn't legendary, it's developing. We've got a lot of way underdeveloped cultures. Alright. I guess that's not going to happen from legendary cities. We could do political reforms, military reforms, or economic reforms, but those are future tech sort of things. Getting one more city settled and, for instance, finishing this in 14 years would end things. Getting 2 cities settled would end things. We have the 2 settlers available. We just have to crush a couple Danes like this one and this one. They're now actually running units towards us. So, alright, some more changes. The Scouts and Naval Units icon has been updated. I like that. That's separated out, actually, not just updated. They used to be part of the civilian units. So now we have actual civilian units. So a Scout and a Naval unit is separated out. I like that. That's a really good feature. The other thing is this beautiful deal here that has changed. They've really given a lot of wonderful information. Tells us our nation. We can just mouse over, or our family group, instead of having to go up here and say, what do they do again? Which we've done like 100 times because of my magnificent focus on learning things in detail and memorizing them. Council 2 is what's being produced. This is on completion, that'll happen. It's a 1-year project. It's a bad example because, you know, it's a repeating 1-year project. There we go. Let's go back to that's Mari, not Babylon. Let's go back to... Whoa. I clicked something. Don't know what I clicked. Oh, look at that. Right, that already showed before. I'm gonna close that for a second. Looking at the updates and changes, I don't want to see all that. Let's go back. There we go. That's what I want to see. So it tells us that the Chaldean family and all the info about them, their current number of cities, units, their relations, and so on. We can actually center click there like everywhere else. Their preferences, luxuries, missing die, -10 per city. Oh. Epics, calligraphy, and isolationism. Those are all their effects, their interest in those particular laws. Character tendency, common traits. Interesting. So the Chaldeans tend to have schemer, orator, and builder traits. That is really cool. The whole list of relations and all that happens. And this is awesome. I haven't seen this one before. It may or may not be new. All the members of this current family. That's awesome. The other thing, another change, is we now have the title. Shows the effects of being the capital. Nice little icon there. I like that. Is it showing? No, it would be nice if it showed the seat in here. If it was a city that was a seat of a nation, that would be nice to see. Oh wait, it does, because that's not the Chaldean symbol. See the little crown? That is different than this one. This is the Iceni symbol. The Asin. The Iceni or someone else. The Asin family, and this is the Asin family symbol, with it being the seat. Oh, well done, guys. Well done. I asked for a feature and realized you've already put it in. Babylon. Okay. City. Name. The type, or the family that it's selected to. The fact that it is the capital and it's connected. Interestingly, it shouldn't have that connected effect, I think. Well, maybe it does. Yeah, I guess it will. All sorts of information. Our governor. All the stuff that we would normally see by clicking on the name in the actual city in here is shown on the mini-map too. I like that. That is a grand little feature, but not little. Also shows the culture level. That's good, and it's got, if I'm not mistaken, is that a progress bar going along there? That must be, yeah, because look, towards legendary, it's this percentage. I don't know how much that would be, 75.6 of 1,000. So, you know, that much percentage, and it's showing there. So this bar presumably will fill fully blue. There you go. Nippur has 1 year to finish its culture, and its bar is pretty much full. Haha, that is so cool. Okay, also showing what it's building, what it's currently working on, an elder officer, and that it'll finish in 2 years. Kind of like your growth bars, I like that. Showing what's being made as the icon. The religion or religions in the city. And it mentions where the holy city for that state. Oh, that's good. Discontent level of 1 minus 20 Chaldean opinion. That's nice to see. That shows us what's going on. And the number of specialists and what they do. That's so good. So much happening here. The UI in this game is, bar none, my favorite. May not be the best. That's an opinion, perhaps. But it's definitely my favorite of any game so far. And the darn thing's just getting started. Next decision is going to be on our metaphysics discovery. So let's actually look at moving forward in a few things. We could go with the citizenship and consider the army potential of choosing an army-based law. We have some civics. We're growing them. We have some civics, but we definitely need a lot more. Now, I think considering these guys are going so crazy on building the external things, I'm wondering if maybe I don't know, does it show, like, the emphasis is on penalizing you when you have citizens, penalizing you more for doing just the urban sprawl, but is it still better than not doing it? Because right now, all of the decisions I made on the building in this city have developed it to being a legendary city by giving, forums and treasuries and all the rest. I was going to say archives, but apparently they don't have one. Right, so their festivals and their forums and all the rest. This stuff down here, all these projects, has helped a substantial amount in growing the culture of this place. Part of it also is, number 4 festivals, 2 inquiries, state religion of Zoroastrianism, and having it here. Hanging Gardens is adding to it. Apparently that mine does too, which is, that 2.8 from the mine, because it's a gem mine. So our culture's been growing nicely through the development that we've done in Babylon. So am I being penalized for focusing too much on building the rural, or am I just not optimizing, not getting all I could out of these tiles? Is it a better plan to force the sprawl like we have, to do in the last little while, but anyways, to grow your rural setting without specialist in it, and continue to focus on the civics and or building military or whatever, and then when the city's need to build those things settles down, then you can kind of focus on pushing forward again with your with specialists. Then you kind of grow taller once you've grown kind of wider, if that makes any sense. I would venture that that's still a viable situation, expanding the borders, building farms and whatnot, because they do produce substantially. Right now, having a citizen, each citizen drops this, let's get rid of one of those. Each citizen costs us 2 food. Well, that's a lot of food with 12 idle citizens. But this farm is giving us 9 food. So, plus 2 from adjacency. So I'm thinking that that's definitely still a very large net positive. It does get costly on the maintenance, so you may have to have some way to balance that. It's an interesting set of changes. But let's get back to the issues at present. We have 4 civilians still needing to do things. And definitely some cities that can do some work. But where do we focus? We're out of orders anyways, so we focus on hitting end turn. Now let's see if this game has been broken due to the change of the biggest change that I can see. Well, one of the biggest changes for us right now is that we are very close to finishing, like I said, and that should inspire the oh my goodness, they are just going to go crazy on this, aren't they? That it should inspire the neighbors to get very concerned. Egyptian king is dead. Long live the new king. Not likely, but sure. Alright. 6 orders. Promote Chancellor Beltum Remini. She is 62. And robust. She's a governor, so maybe 2 orders is a great idea for her. These other things are not likely to affect her a lot, so I'm going to go with, instead of the charisma 2 giving a global orders of 0.5, we'll go with a robust governor. Oh, wait, hold on. Where's our undo? Oh, there they go. They've moved. That's how they rearranged this. This used to be the undo buttons there. They've moved up to here. That was not the person we were just talking to. Whoa. Nobles in court, including the Asin and the Chaldean, are spending evenings with a man called Mani. Uh-oh. A supposed prophet interested in his teachings to spread across the city like wildfire. There is much to admire about Mani and his Manichaeism, ideas of light and darkness, but is now the time to seek a higher power. We need Mani's teachings. Manichaeism is happier. Spread Manichaeism in Brundisium. Or both of the families get a little bit upset. The king becomes disciplined. And we gain 5 orders. Go away, Mani. Can you maybe disappear off into the clouds? Thank you. Next decision. Local brigands. Promote the ambassador. Wasn't there a promote the chancellor thing? Come on. You. Did we not just have the chance to promote you? Did I do something wrong? Oops. We just undid the end of the turn. Whoops. There we go. Let's go back there. I want to see what happened with that, because... What I was trying to say was back that up and have a look at what she was doing. I backed it up obviously too far. But the decision was to promote her, but she wasn't a governor, and I gave her a governor trait, which would be stupid. Because, you know, SMRT. Oh, look, the King of Egypt died. What a surprise. Okay. Promote the Chancellor. Now, do we do with charisma or do we do the courage? We go with the charisma. Excellent. The ambassador needs promotion. She is an ambassador, so again, robust would be dumb. She's an ambassador. Does that affect... I don't think that affects anything. Well, let's get rid of the bad discipline. Why not? Volunteers in an act of solidarity. The citizens of Nippur are volunteering in droves. Excellent. A worker or a maceman? We'll go with a maceman, please. Thank you so much. Choose city governor in Borsapa. Who died? Who just died? Our brother-in-law is dead, and our aunt has died. Iltani. Farewell, Iltania. We could choose you or you. Plus 5 coin, frugal, minus 38, minus 50% maintenance. Oh, that's big deal. That is a very big deal. Like, gaining with a discipline of, yeah, sheepers. Frugal is a big deal for them. Okay, charisma would give her some more, some very solid 8.9 civics. That's impressive. But I think we need to go with the frugal one because, you know, we got budget issues. We're down to 85 negative, but we're literally out of money. I don't know what that does. I have no idea what happens when we're at negative money. Do we start losing units? Like in some games? Does it suck our orders? I don't know. Do we like automatically sell orders or something to make money back? That would be a cascading problem. Light and dark. We already looked into that, and we're going to kick Manny right out of town. That's interesting. This is a good cultural event. We can upset both families in a good cultural event. Local brigands, smack them down. The commander in our conscripts squad has received numerous reports of raiders prowling the nation's roadways. He seeks the court's support to root out these villains and restore security. What is your response? Well, obviously track down and kill the outlaws. Yeah, 4 orders, that's fine. Get rid of those outlaws. We don't want outlaws, and good on you, Mr. Conscript, and they said you were just a militia guy. Okay, we've got orders for cities. We've got the forum in here, we got the walls in. This city has no buildings going on at all, so I guess we go ahead with the treasury. Sounds good to me. Another undeveloped brand new city, for us anyways. We'll go ahead again with the treasury, since they've got their walls and all that jazz. Treasuries are great. Roma. You have very little development as well. That's kind of disturbing. You also have a dude... What's this? Oh, Roma's idle. You also have a dude that is not ready to fight back. Are we able to, say, rush this guy? 320 civics. Yikes. 2 citizens? 610 bucks. 13 orders. Citizens. We don't have the ability to do that. Oh... Need volunteers, need holy war, need zealot. We have the ability to use civics for that. I think we're going to have to. We can use a ton of civics and speed rush that guy. Because, A, we need more fighters down here, and B, that place is about to get rocked. This is pretty much all they've got to move here, so I'm going to ignore Rome having spent all that, stuff to get its unit. I'm going to leave it to its own devices now, and we're going to attempt to defend the south here. Or attack, I guess, the south here, not defend. You're roading your way down where? Where are we going to road? Through the hills to Beneventum? Or down, like, I don't know, this way? I think we'll go down to Beneventum this way. So I wish there was I wish they knew a hotkey for roads, but apparently there isn't one. Whoops, that threw me off there. Okay, he's used his 3 order, so we can effectively repeatedly do things, but he'd need to march, and I don't think marching for a road builder is more valuable than just letting him use his 3 moves. Okay. Can we do a little bit of a smart cascade effect here? How can we handle this? You're gonna be hardest to pound away at. Now, you're gonna be able to get there. And smash through. Excellent. Abandoned supplies. Ah, excellent. It's a bunch of metal or a bunch of food. We'll go with the metal. Thank you. It's got a higher commercial value, I suppose, is a good reason. As good a reason as any. You can almost take that thing out. Not quite. Unfortunately. Smash through him. The king gains. Keen, 100% XP from new range as a governor. And as a general, healing actions. Herbalist has +2 hit... Yeah, Herbalist gives +2 hit points. Or he goes with Courage. Gets more strength and gets more points for training per year. No, I think we go with the healer. We can almost finish that off, really? Oh, man. There's no way to get another shot in here, eh? That's unfortunate. Do we have anybody nearby? Anyone else nearby? Possibly. Possibly. How much would it cost us to rush that in? And it would cost you a lot more. Our closest unit is going to be that or this. Oh, that's a Grecian archer. That's not my unit. This guy, however, is. Okay. That's going to be pretty darn unit costly if he's marching. Although, probably worthwhile. How far does he have to get into range? To there. Boom. Then we can use this guy to finish him off. Dang, that was a good clean out. Now they've got half as many units there this time around. Excellent. You could go ahead and do some building, which is probably what we're going to do with you, some road work. Because this is our primary focus. If we can get this, these last 2 cities built in time, we can win. If we don't, we might have ourselves a bit of a battle on our hands. You know, like the whole world getting upset. This guy can actually get down and get into the fight here, can he not? He sure can. Start some good poking away there. I'll wait on the settler. He needs a little bit of time before he can do anything useful there. And what do you got there? That is a conscript. That's a conscript. We have our new maceman here. We'll actually bring you down into here. Now, is it idle when you have to stand on here? Hold on a second. Barracks, idle melee units. If I click march on this guy, does he become unidled? Is there a way to see when he is idle? Can move while fatigued. Each move costs +1 order. Yes, we're aware of that. Now, are you still idle? I'm curious. We'll have to check his training. So let's get over here and look at this maceman. He has a total of 0 XP at level 1. So he was just formed. So hopefully we'll know at the end of this turn. A couple more cities need some loving. Down to the southwest here, we have Akkad that needs something for sure. Do we do an archive? I mean, maybe. The festival. Festival might be a good choice, but I think maybe we start working on other things. So let's look at this. What do you got here? This is a village. Okay. And over here we have the rancher specialist we could put in. We've got our silver mine here. That's probably a good point. We actually have a specialist there already. Okay. The iron mine. We could do that. Do forestry. Do we have a market here or not? We don't. We could do the marble quarry over here to increase the number of civics we get from the city. That's probably a good choice. We'll put like the rancher in maybe as well. And our miner on our iron deposit. Probably a good idea. Let's do those for a while. We got to try to think about making sure our cities get what they need. There's the recommendation. Interesting little star there. These ones are like, hey, you should build a ballista, or maybe you should build a forum, but maybe you should put somebody in the city. I think forums are the way to go, because if you look at these, each of them have a civics cost. So the actual build time for putting civilians into the city is civics, which means to me that the forum is still the best way to go. Treasury 2. Yep, I think that's also a good choice. And then let's look at what they have here for specialties. Nothing really, just a lot of food stuff. Don't think more growth is the way to go. Science, probably on our labs, or on our lumber mills is the way to go. Let's do that. That'll probably hold us off to, forever. A boat's not going to go, but our scout, maybe that's a good choice. See if we can see more of what the Greeks are doing over here. Because currently it's all Greek to me. Oh, I am so witty. Yes, I'm sorry. Alright. And, again, not a lot of activity in this this episode, because, of course, we're spending so much time relearning things as it changes. A couple attacks. Noted a few extra new units. We saw the deaths there, unfortunate. +1 discontent level in Carthago. Its discontent is right here. Okay. Level 2. Does it say what it's doing as far as growth wise? 8 discontent at a time. It's not quite finished its repairs, so half of that discontent disappears. They do not like living in a damaged city. No kidding. I was there for the flood. Not the big one, way back when. But, you know, not the one with Noah. Or was it Jonah? They're still at war with the Danes, which means we just took some shots, or they just took some shots for us. That's awesome. The Iceni family has converted to the Iceni family has converted to Zoroastrianism. You're now known as the Mason. Yeah, now we're Masons. Now we're into some crazy stuff. Our son is now ill and our nephew's ill. Oh my goodness. Rebels have formed near Akkad. That's new. Not great. Really not great. Do we have military units anywhere nearby? We do. Conscript. March. Move there. Attack. Attack. No other military units nearby that can come to their aid? I'm a guessing no. Except for these guys up here, but they're, you know, doing smart things. We got more wonderful preacher people. Let's get out and build our monasteries somewhere. And you also should come over and build a monastery somewhere, like on the road. Lovely. Doodle-doo. We're going to go next unit. Actually, we're going to go look at the decisions. Carthago has a seasonal festival. Did they just become legendary too? They did. Jeepers. Through the state, all things are possible. It's plus 600 civics, or plus 240 science. Now, our current science... Oh, this is nice. This looks so much nicer now. I didn't notice the changes. You know, looking at science so thoroughly and clearly in this version. Oh, I like that. Oh, look at that. It's a minimized version of it? Oh, hello. Oh, that's great. So while you're looking around, you can be like, yeah, let's look at... Oh, I like that. Okay, Carthago. I don't remember what I was looking at, though. Right, we're wanting to see what our science situation was. Because why do we not have one right now? Okay, citizenship discovered. We know how to be citizens. Well, that's good. Temple, tolerance, orthodoxy. Let's go there. Okay, it does still show up on the top. So, it's 400 science for this one. 240 is basically more than half of a science. But I think we'll go with the giant hit of... Oh, do we... Yeah, we'll do the civics, because we're going to unlock some laws here. Or we have already possibly unlocked some laws. We have professional army or volunteers. Plus 20 training per war that we are currently in. All cities can hurry production with population. Or... Archives produce more training, which so basically 10 archives would make up for any one war, and infantry are produced in 25% less time. I'm going to go with professional army. Let's go that way. What? Oh, spending this law. Yes, please. Still would like this X to be changed. This screen could be changed to more fit like what this one does, right? This one, this is a comfortable, good feel. Don't like stretching up into the corner of the screen to hit an X. I know it's the old school default, but immigrants, a rabble of barbarian refused to settle. Refugees have refused to settle. No, that's their point. That's what they're doing, trying to leave horror and pain and find themselves and their families a happy place to live. And I'm already saying they're refusing things. No, no. Settle outside the gates of Sipar. They request our aid and sanctuary. Cultural event, let them settle, plus one citizen. Or employ them as scouts. I don't need another citizen in Sipar, but some lovely scouts would be much appreciated. I mean, probably not hyper necessary, but still awesome. Let's move them over here. These roads are magnificent. Look at that travel. I like that it doesn't skip anymore. It was a cool feature before, and then, or effect, but I prefer that it doesn't. In a piece of surprising news, the squad of conscripts we sent to protect the roads has encountered fierce resistance. Bandit activity in the area proves to be much more widespread than we had anticipated. In fact, one might call it a rebellion. A CAD +1 rebel unit. Spen would need to send in more forces, gain a maceman in a CAD, lose a whole bunch of training and a whole bunch of iron, no problem with that, and we become vigilant. Our forces in the area can handle the threat. The conscript gains some XP. No, we'll totally gain a free maceman. Thank you very much. We'll go there. We'll smash this guy and get rid of him. Now, it said +1. Oh, that was the event that caused that. Oh, okay. I was like, I've never seen... Oh, our building is pillaged. I was going to say, I've never seen, like, a rebellion just spontaneously happen, but... There we go. Repair the garrison. But yeah, that wasn't a spontaneous one. It was an event-based one. So this guy actually needs to go back up to the city next. It's fine. We can't queue up those orders. I don't know what I was thinking. How civ of me. Vassal Feast. The entitled Kassite family... Oh, they are entitled, aren't they? Have become bolder on their requests. They are hosting a celebration feast in honor of their ancestral founder, and have asked us to supply food and pay for entertainment. Such request is not custom. How should we respond? If we had $1,400, we could, or they've overreached and we upset the Kassite family. Ouch. That sucks. They're no longer super awesome with us. We've lost some effectiveness of the military with that too. But we don't have the money. We're at -78. I don't know what it did though, being at -78. True degrees. Cause I'm just looking to see if there's a reason why, or an effect of having no money. I don't know what could possibly be the effect of being out of money. I'm not seeing any, like, indication that it's doing this, that, or the other thing to us. I mean, maybe there will be an event related to being in debt that's going to, like, kick our butts. I don't know. Right. I was going to say, why are we having to choose our tech again? Because I misclicked, of course. Let's fix up a few cities here before we finish today's episode. A little longer than I intended as normal, but I wanted to cover some of the new changes and stuff, and we are very close. Very close to being able to win this game. If we can just get things rocking against these guys down here. You will definitely build the archives. We do have the walls in place, so that's good. Roma did treasury. No, Artesia, you could do treasury or archive. Oh, right. Archives produce increased training. Again, not that vital on the training. We're not using enough of it, probably. I'm probably undervaluing that. I mean, you could put another miner, or a specialist right there. You could put a specialist in there. You have one down here, and you could put one there. Sure. Next is Eritreum. Again, specialists in special places, I think, is the way to go. Yeah, let's put them all in. Next unit. Okay. That's the civilians. Let's go with the military unit and see if we can mess up these bad guys. From there we get 5 pips. That only does 5 as well. So we'll move you into this range. Do some hitting down here. And let's see what we can do as far as damage there. You would crush him without taking damage, which is good to note. In here, you could do that. You can come down here and do that. Okay, so we're going to smack through there. We're going to get the route command, go through that way. You're going to come down here and hit this guy, and he's going to... Oh my goodness, he can finish him right off. Nice. Okay, strict would be governor. We go with courage to increase the focus that he already has on it. You're a little bit dangerously low. If this guy spawns units, we're in trouble. A substantial amount of it, actually, if he spawns units. I kind of like the fact that the Persian chariot here is getting blasted for us. It's very kind of him. That was why he did it, I'm sure. We'll take some shots there. Didn't we get a maceman down here? Or no, that was somewhere else. You can come in and, let's say, finish this guy off. Excellent. Oh, you ran, like, for the hills, didn't you? Jeepers. Let's bring you back down towards where you're going to settle, which is down here. Ah, there's our maceman. Now, did he gain XP from that? He did. So, moving into the building, even after marching, can still give you your training. Okay. Do we want to march this guy too? No, I don't think so. We just move him down this way. We don't need to be overzealous with that. It's just a raid, and the Persians are there to take the beats if they get targeted. There, and I think we will buy an order for this guy to move in too. I don't know that we need that. This won't take much to take these out. Now that we've clustered all the units, so long as the king doesn't lose his war elephants, I think hopefully we'll be able to move them back next turn. Actually, let's undo that. Let's not spend the points for that. In fact, let's move you back up north a little. Okay, done and done. We're out of orders. I don't think there's anything else of urgency. So we're going to put in a cut there. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for another episode. I'm really excited to see these guys just powering through the development of this game. They're really bringing out some fantastic new stuff, and it was already an amazing platform to start with. The UI is brilliant. The updates are actually progressively making the game more realistic, more balanced, and still improving the UI as they go, somehow. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys are still enjoying Old World, both the content and the game. And if you haven't played it in a while, check out the new events and the new stuff. You'll probably find a substantially refined and I would say harder version than we all played when it first came out. So thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you in game.